Welcome back. It's turn 45 on a Nidavangr playthrough. So we are in the midst or early winter, and we have a lot of fights as Vanheim and myself are just trying to assault each other and find weaknesses. So we did find a magic site, so enchanted well, so more water, which is fantastic because we really need water and air. We could use it, anything really, but glad to pick up some water gem or water. And then we got fought. I believe this is a province, yeah, above the caverns. So we don't have any troops there. We'll just see what they attacked with. They hit with the Vanhurst. Let's just quickly glance, see if they have any gems or anything that they are utilizing. No, they're just trying to take it out behind, but we did push the PD, and from the battle report, we were able to beat the inheritors they sent over. The pit, this was our water battle. And they did come in swinging with those ghosts that we saw. Ghosts are, as someone that's played a lot of Lemuria in late age, they're interesting units as undead. The spirit form really has hurt them in Dominion 6, but they also have morale. You may not realize this, but as an undead, they do have morale. They can route, etc. What else? So we knew they brought. This is what came with the Merc, where they got Spectral Mage and they threw on some water breathing pills to bring in more troops, it looks like. I'm surprised by that because what troops did they bring in? I just see a lot of mermen and ghosts, so not sure about that. And then their Mara Druid has plenty of water gems to be able to do water elementals. We have our two sea serpents. Oh, I forgot about this chilling aura. I'm sure we're going to see some frozen troops here shortly as well. Yep, there you go. Let's go ahead and speed it up. Where are they going to? What? Why are they turning? Wait. Oh, I guess my merman got to the back. Oh, and was going up, so it pulled the ghost away. I see. I was very confused. Oh, we have our sea. Oh no. This is pretty bad because we don't own another water province, so, well, goodbye, Sea Serpent. I guess we lost both of them. Oh, that watermill is just going to... Actually, can they punch through it with enough attacks? Look, yes, okay. So, as long as we can surround the water elemental, we can do it. Yeah, these ghosts and water elemental will clean up. We see some raised dead coming out. Shambler's got pretty far, but, you know, they're being more scattered. They're not going to do a lot. And we see our water mage unfortunately using School of Sharks. Was hoping they would use water elementals, but they decided School of Sharks would be better. And this is not looking good. We have this ghost coming down. A Draugr are still alive, but they don't have magic weapons. But we have a lot of raised dead coming in. Raised dead are very slow though underwater. Underwater, their half so speed is going to be 2, so they're just basically slowly going up. I honestly don't. This looks really bad for us. Wait, did they HP route or something? Oh my! Well, that was a lucky break. Maybe we can get their Merc leader as well with these little sharks, but no, he's already not fatigued out. We have massive skeletons that are barely moving. But we'll take the win. What did we lose? So, they lost their Mara Druid. So, success for that. Didn't lose their mage. Didn't lose many ghosts. So they still have the main part of the force still available. And we lost half of ours. We lost both sea serpents because they're not going to be able to retreat. Lost most of our shamblers. Lost most of our mermen. So we don't really have a lot. The only thing we have is the Draugr. And yeah, we really have nothing. Alright. Silver Grove. Oh, they attacked the throne. Sorry, here you just can't see them. I love it. So, Vanheim's pinging the throne. Yeah, they just brought in one. Seeing what we have here. Love the name. Kudos to Dead Left Dominions for still having humor. But I'm surprised he's on a retreat. I wonder if he was just misscripted, because I'm sure he could escape to the water. But they at least see what we have here. So we're going to need to keep units here as a whole. Yeah, so and we do have a good unit of Nithbeds here as well. So man attacks Woods of Weeping. I'm surprised we even have someone patrolling. We really need to correct that. But this solidifies in my mind that we need to go ahead and just finish out man and clear out that Dominion as well. Ashdod attacking the Barbarians. Barbarians attacked us. We lost oh, this is just PD though. Surprised our PD has a bear clan. That's interesting. Well, and then we got some blood slaves, and we got some gold. Ooh, and we're discovering the Gold Mountains. Where is this again? Oh, I don't want to see the fight. Just okay. So they have a large group looking at the Gold Mountains. A lot of barbarians, a Vandrod, not a lot of mage support. Looks like they're going to be attacking TC. And we're moderately done with Sonra, and then Silver Fangs has been breached, so which is great news for us, because we want to finish out man as well. So this turn, let's talk about movement a little bit, and recruitment, because we haven't done that, and then next steps. So movement, we are going to try to pick up, since we pinged Walden, we're going to try to hit it with a fairly good sized force on our western flank. And remind, again, TC, I like how I'm jumping topics, but TC has grown considerably just from glancing through, counting them around 20, 22 provinces. So yes, we've pulled some off fighting Vanheim, but we know that they have to be building for here. They kept this large piece here this whole time. So I'm worried about our western flank, and we can't let that open up. And they've been silent about that. So hopefully they, I cannot imagine them in Vanheim opening up. I feel like TC knows that they attack right now, then Vanheim will win the game. So I can't imagine them aligning yet, but we need to keep a strong force anyway. And then the other, we have a full group of Sacreds that are healthy, attacking this northern one as well, and keeping them out of danger. What we will do, let's send one bear with them as well, just in case something happens. That way they can bless up. And let's do a few blessings as well. And then, for good measure, we will do a group bark skin. And let's put you with them. Which mage are we moving? Let's go ahead and change the shape. Keep them in bear form as a whole. Perfect. So that's hitting the west side. We're attacking man. We save troops to hit them as well, and we're gonna make sure I'm sure the PD is high, and they have cavalry, which reminds me, with cavalry we want to keep these slightly behind, and the wolf clans fire closest. Perfect. And we have these attacking the rear. And we're also hitting the other place that they have hit with a large group of Sacreds that we're going to be buffing as well. Hopefully closing that out. I'm sure they sailed up. They may be selling and hitting Silver Grove or our cap. Now on top of our cap, we're going to leave our cap free for one more turn. We really need a commander to come over and assist. Actually, let's do that. Instead of getting a mage, let's go ahead and grab maybe one more knit here. That way we have a Sacred that can grab these units as well. Because we're doing that, let's go ahead and make him a helm as well. And we're twice boarding the crow that we just got. And a good pass with 3 death, 2 air, 2 astral. Great to see. Still wanting to keep up the crows as well, and twice boarding them. We're going to keep the Sacreds here, so let's go ahead and set for patrol instead of defend. We have our large militia, we have healthy Sacreds, we have some blessings set up, ready to go. I imagine they could sail and hit either one of these, but we'll see what they do. And if they do hit Nidavangr, we'll be pulling troops back to assist. We're still site searching with mages that we have, and we're pulling a lot of our troops, as you see this chain of extra troops over to Sonra to help support this eastern flank. And may be attacking us soon because they're completely enclosed by us, so these troops may be countering going north. Maybe we should have gone straight through, but it gives us a few turns to make sure that we can grab Silver Fangs. We're storming with a lot of our sacreds. This Nidbeth has lost both eyes, never healing. He's just hanging in there with 0 Scar Souls. His time is almost over. But our others are mostly good, and we're taking one of our squads of Cub Warriors to help us fight in. Should be enough. I'm really hopeful it's enough to push through. And again, about troop movement, you see that we are constantly pulling in all the way through into units, and then recruiting where we can to grab the units up on the way. And that's one thing I think I talked about in a previous video, but in case I haven't, a lot of the movement will show underground as we're reinforcing this. We recruit along the path because as a lot of your troops you can recruit outside. We're grabbing some Wolf Clan Reavers. Maybe because these require a lot more resources, maybe we should just go ahead and mass Bear Clans instead and grab them up. Actually, they have higher protection, will help us with bows, so yeah. So let's go ahead with the resources. That we have, or no, they have more. Oh, that's higher. I misread the recruitment. No, we're still getting wolves, I think. Yeah. So, if the recruitment points were different, the Bear Warriors would be better, but the resources will keep getting Wolf Clan. But my point still stands, is you're going to be pulling a commander and grabbing, even though it's 3-4 troops, you're still adding up overall, which is a great boon that Nidavangr has as well. On addition to recruitment, we haven't talked a lot about these, but these apprentices are very great for research, and they all have ways to assist main fight. So like if you roll an astral, you could assist with using ethereal or being able to join a communion. Earth can point buff, same thing with nature or water, and they can craft some basic gear without tying up a big mage. But having man's capital, and if you're not aware of the Force of Avalon, increasing that magic too, you're paying 75 gold for a 7 research, so almost a 1-to-1, and then because they're sacred, they're half cost. So it will definitely add up over time and allow us to focus a lot of the rest of our income on troops. The other thing we're doing is we're building a palisade and a temple in Silver Grove. Really want to push our temples up to 10 to get another candle check and get that up to 9, and to help our sacreds that we're recruiting. Lastly, I haven't talked about this with what our prophet is doing. My goal is to go ahead and tap into glamour. So we're going to go ahead and grab some blue caps. Then I'm going to get a booster item, but we have a lot of glamour gems, but we're not making use of it. And the things that we can be really helping is we could get True Sight. We could also get luck. So I may dip into Thaumaturge here shortly. I want to get into enchantment for Horde of Skeletons, but also, where was the other one I wanted to hit? Weapons of Sharpness will help. And then there was something else I was looking at in 5. Ritual returning. So if I'm going to be using magic phase attacks for my Crow Mages, I want to be able to have them be able to pull back and go ahead and grab that enchantment 7 before Evo. And then I'm probably going to go into Thaumaturge just to be able, summoning these, like I said, these blue caps to be able to start lucking our Nidbeth up. So the plan is we can go ahead and actually remove this hammer just for 1 turn. Let's put it on, I think the thing we're crafting is Earth. We have some of our boosters that we'll pull down here. If you're not aware, you can shift click items. It really helps organize things a lot more. We do have manual water breathing, but since we don't have a commander, we're going to wait a turn to bring these sacreds in. Lastly, The pit, we've lost a lot of our troops. We're going to be holding up and trying to keep this area safe. Hopefully we have another couple turns on that before Vanheim attacks. They may hit us in water again. I really don't want to be cast out. And Sonra. So we haven't talked about this. They did not attack. We are still sieging, trying to preach out the Dominion. We are still going to try to rush them with all these troops. We're going to be pulling commanders off as units come in. Actually, I missed these gems. We can, let's go ahead and put these on our bear mage. Which one do we want? To go ahead and get a lightning resist warrior. Oh, because he doesn't. That's right. As well. But we're gonna, because our prophet is here, we're going to try to just get on them as soon as possible. And we have a crow mage again that's going to spell ward, and they're at the front line as well. But being able to stealth out, just not sure where they're going to hit. We want to just keep applying pressure. But that will be mostly it for turn 45. Again, we're still worried about Nidavangr and Silver Grove. We're going to keep troops on our western flank. We're keeping troops underground as we're pulling them up. We'll probably attack in the Cavern Realms soon, as we just need additional troops to pull into this area, making sure we don't lose Golden Crags as well. That will be it for turn 35, or 45, excuse me, and I'll see you next time, but thank you again so much for watching. Bye. Welcome back. It is turn 46 on a Nidavangr playthrough. We have lots of fights to cover and to talk about strategy, so we will jump into it like normal. We have still twice morning crow mages. I don't know if I talked through the blue caps. We'll get into that. We found 2 magic sites of the pit. We found Pearl Farm, so Astral, and Ancient Temple of the Deeps. I think that's water. Let's jump there just to... Pearl Farm is Astral, and we actually get bonus income. So, in Astral. Perfect. And that is it. So, Woods of Weeping. So here we were trying to clear out... Oh no, man's attacking us from Woods of Weeping. Oh, I'm going to skip this. We have PD here. And nothing to really talk about. And then we have attacked Vanheim. So the first battle is Kefsta. This is where they had attacked with their raid bands, and it looks like they just put in some PD. Just trying to do that attrition. We have plenty of Sakers though, and we'll chop them up. And we hopefully not lose too many lives from this interaction as a whole. So again, we don't see any, but we'll check that squad after. And then Walden, we hit another province they had taken a long time ago, and they just had PD here, so nothing to really worry about. Yep, didn't lose any for the barbarians. Had plenty of Wolf Clan Reaver Stone Javelins. And we took the old barbarian province. So, Faircliff, was this a scout? No, this was... So... They attacked us in Faircliff, so they're still using that top formation. We see, let's go ahead and throw on colored squares and some details. So Misform, Blessing. Let's do a quick check on, they have Van Jarl, no items, and checking their Van Herses, nothing that is seeing. Battle Fright. Yeah, so we just had PD here. That's not going to hold anything up to the Vans. Actually seeing if they... Luck, Misform, Blur. So things that we've kind of seen. I'm not seeing anything new in their magic research. So, they are definitely raiding. I still think we're missing the Van Trot. Like, they looked like they split into 2 squads. I'm pretty confident now they have. So there is another roaming somewhere. Black Forest. Oh, I think this was a throne hit. So TC is going for thrones. I'm going to pause this just to talk. We'll look at the world map, but this is their second throne. They may be trying to gun for it. We clearly see how big they are or have been pushing. It may be that with us pulling off Vanheim was too much. So we'll have to kind of be careful on that west flank. TC is surrounded by thrones. They could really try to push for a victory. So we really want to be conscientious of that. Which means we're going to have to dedicate troops on our western flank, and we may probably attack them in the next couple turns, which is unfortunate. But we can't let them win, so that's what we have. So what are they filling? They have some mana cores in the back. They have, looks like plenty of mages. They're doing some communion masters and slaves. Actually, we'll just do a quick leader. So yeah, so plenty of geomancers across. And an immortal. I think this is one of their heroes. Yeah, it's one of their ancient heroes. I think TC's, all their heroes are immortal. So that's nice. And they have a healer, which I would love. But so, and this throne had a lot of fire snakes, a lot of fire salamander, or fire drakes, excuse me. And then a netter of kings. Flame focus. And a cat charm. So I'm gonna watch this fight just so yeah. So there's the communion slaves and masters going up. We're seeing they are summoning earth power. Oh, they're probably pushing for gifts of heaven, I would imagine. Freezing with this many units. There they go. Enlarges and gifts from heaven. We're going to be watching some fireworks here shortly. There they go. That's just. Oh, it's always beautiful to see. The mana cores jumped in the back. More gifts of heaven blowing up. That's 3 volleys. And, I was going to see. None of them have. Well, we see some of them running now. Communion slave. They're not over fatiguing, so they're not losing anything so far. Now they're scripting off Blaywin. So I imagine that he is scripted for 2 to 3 gifts of heaven, and then they are off script. But these mana cores are just attacking the back line. They've been enlarged, size 9, 80 hit points, protection. I'm still not too worried for my sacreds. They do have fear, but I think our sacreds would be fine, but jumping that back line we'll have to remember. And I think that's, I see the commander, yeah, they've just routed now, so looks like a really great win for TC. Really good way of scripting magic. It's all gifts, supplemented with point buffing, earth elementals, and that will be it. So what did they lose? Yeah, 153 kills for the Geomancers. So they lost their Gargoyles, which, fluff. They lost a few of their horsemen. They lost a bit of their heavy Imperial horsemen. These are really good units. They have the full lance. They have that heavy weapon for the full charge bonus. And have good protection and good defense. How's their horse? Magic resistance low. What do you expect? Not the man's unicorns. So maybe this is something we can take advantage of, and low morale as, or 10 average, quote unquote. Mana cores all stay alive. Lost half their footmen, so they really, again, didn't lose anything. I don't know how their income is, but they did slaughter this throne. That would be their 2nd throne they've captured. So I want to talk more here shortly about the political aspect of the world, but we'll keep going. So Brightwoods, this is where we were attacking. We brought in a pretty good sized force, just trying to keep them down. And, oh, they have our weakness range, slingers and bowmen. And is that heavy infantry? Or spearmen, sorry. Just total archer fire. So this is a mistake. With this much deep, we should have realized this and not send them on their own. They're just getting pegged down as they get to the back line. There's not going to be much left. Yeah. So a mistake on our part of scripting. We really should have thought more about how much PD they would have bumped this up. We may be able to still get it though, because we got to the back line, we got through their spearmen. Now we're just on their pipes. We should be running out of arrows. No, we just routed. I think they just ran out of arrows. Oh, this is a bad loss for us. Well, so we probably lost more than half of our troops. Yeah, over half our troops. Our bear clans, I was hoping to soak the fight or the archery. I'm going to watch that quickly again, just see how fast. Did they actually? So here's our bear warriors. I want to see how much they stayed in. So we see one berserking. Gone berserk 3. So push their protection up to 16. And just doing a quick glance, their blowpipes are 10. Their slingers are 10. I was thinking they would. They probably got trapped by the spearmen. Okay, so we could have had a lot more. That would probably have helped to push through, but alas. So yeah, they have a lot of PD here, and 2 commanders, so it'll be hard to snipe them. And then Silver Fangs. So we knew we had a squad here. It looks like they just have wolves. Is this our prophet? Yeah, they have a prophet here, which is fine. These should make quick work of them. Nidbath. So hit that line. We'll push through the wolves and the troops they have. Couple warriors are just going to die. So we've made it to the archers now. Go ahead and get on there. Okay, they made the square finally. Oh no, we routed here too. Oh. No, what a... And we didn't even get their commander. What a loss for us. It looked like we were right there. Yeah, routing. Oh, this is sad. We're going to just take... We don't really kill their PD, so both of our man attacks fail. We killed a monk. We killed a... Which... I was going to say stops them from summoning, but no, they still have 2 mothers. That was just summon more Vaimen and wolves. Maybe they're lacking gems. I'm not sure. But still, didn't really care about this. These longbowmen are what we care about. They never run out, and looks like most of our retreats were successful, but another bad loss. This has not been a good turn for Nidavangr as a whole. Lost some dominion, so we had to route out the halls, excuse me, and then we got some earth gems. And Vanheim's still scouting around, so I think this is their 2nd or 3rd scout in a row. And we're pushing on Sonra, and their silver fangs are repairing faster. Let's jump here. So this is all the way in the back. What we'll probably do when we recruit this next batch, how is your patrol strength? Terrible. We may spend a turn going back to Nether Mines, coming and heading back to the halls to stop that preacher from continuing. What are we doing here? I think we're trying to get to an area, just bring in more troops. We can attack. Attack closest, attack rear, and then you stay back. I'll drop those off. These mages will go up and support. We don't have any Sakers, do we, though? So much horse tribe. Oh, we need to change this. So we need to cast Protective Winds here as well. Where are you coming? Are you already here? Yes. So, did not script this, so bear with me. I want to do Arrow Ward, and I want to do a Shadow Blast, yes. We have these trying to push the back line, and Arrow Ward, Shadow Blast as well. So trying to group. Actually, let's put these together to bless these up. Alright. Hold and fire closest. Hold and fire up. Hold and fire closest. Bring these back. Alright. Let's move the... Actually, what we could do, we could split these up. No, let's go ahead and reinforce. Excuse me for the scripting right quick. We missed that for Gold Crags. So, but yeah, so let's talk through at a high level what our plan is. So we see Vanheim first still assaulting and raiding, and they have another raiding party out. We took Kesta, and they think they are pillaging, or truly raiding, because that unrest is so high, and drop this income, and we really don't have, especially losing Silver Fangs, we really need this. We can't stop and hunt them down, and we can't stop it and remove unrest. So removing this squad, we're going to take these back to Silver Fangs and get ready. Actually, we're going to move everyone together. Actually, well, could everyone except the priest get there? I'm not going to risk it. Let's travel together. I don't want to lose them just in case. And we'll move to Silver Fangs. What else we're doing with Vanheim is we're going to leave this province for a turn. We're going to pull these units up to both take Brightwoods out and Faircliff. And we're moving back. We are preparing for the assault on Sonra. We have moved gems around to make sure we have our Chrome Mage protected with the lightning resist ring we picked up from them, to make sure we don't get Thunderstrike this turn. And we brought Prophet, and we're going to try to rush them down. With our Prophet here, we're going to do a Divine Bless and just try to push in with this squad. See if we can keep Thunderstrikes from hitting us like they did last time. And we spaced out a lot of our commanders to see. So, attack rear. No one should be holding here. Attack closest. Attack closest. Fire. And we just want to get them to the front line. So, so we're trying to take Silver Fangs. We're still moving forces. We have this large group of forces that we're... since we have the others, we'll keep these moving up. And we're going to change plans now because this was the original scope. Keep bringing this over to help with the final Sonra. Bring the throne up. And then keep reinforcing it. But now, we're not going to do that because of what TC is doing. We are going to now patrol here, and with this squad, we're going to patrol our cap as well. And the reason for that is because TC has these two. They have one beside their cap they still haven't took, excuse me, and they have Transibor. They need 4, and they're up to 2. So we're at 2, they're at 2, and we could easily still in positioning. So we're going to pull troops away slightly, but more than likely we're going to regroup and then assault TC ourselves in a few turns. Vanheim may be just watching what happens to weaken us, but we can't. I'm going to see if we can stop them from building a fort here in Black Forest. So they will have 4 turns to go ahead and build that up. The other thing I want to talk about, since we haven't done it, is goals. It's been a while since we talked about goals and where we're at. So with our Pretender, we're pushing research into Enchantment 5. That will give us Horde of Skeletons, and more importantly, that will also give us Ritual Returning, which we're going to be using as well for our Crow Mages, another layer of defense. We want this, but we also want to take advantage of Glamour, since we have plenty of Glamour gems. We're getting a lot of Glamour gems, so we're recruiting or summoning the lowest thing that we can grab, these blue caps. These blue caps take 2 Glamour 1 earth, they come out with 1 glamour, which means that in combat, if we just look at the glamour spools, we can see them starting to use blur, and if we put, a lot of the times with Vanheim, they're casting Twilight already, we could even do group blur and be able to assist us if we need it with True Sight, etc. But we really want to pull in luck and blur, so we will probably be dipping into Thaumaturgy to get luck for our Sacreds. Luck will be such a strong buff for them since it's procs on every life that they lose. So that is, now we're going to take a jaunt through Thaumaturgy to get that. So our Pretender, it has summoned one of these, and then we're going to be making a cap to push these little blue caps to Glamour 2 for that they can summon their army of blue caps to be sending to the front lines as well. And these front lines will more than likely be on our west side, so hoping to get some group lucks out and be able to assist with that. So creating a veil to equip to do more summons, and we're just pushing items while he's sitting there. This blue cap, we're going to be making some trapped images just to help us with fluff, and be throwing that on our commanders that are not doing anything on the back line. But Evo is still a goal for us, and then Thumb, and we may switch this around once we're getting close to it. We can easily push quickly into group luck or luck itself, so we'll be switching over there. But on our underwater province, we are still trying to protect this province, especially after finding astral and or 2 astral sites, and our astral income is going up. So just trying to keep recruiting. But again, this is the worry now for this turn. We don't really know what the DC is. I expect Vanheim to keep raiding. I expect another assault on Sonra. We see this massing group of woodsmen, so we are going to be throwing out Arrow Ward, which has a range of 15, so we may need to put him a little bit further up, and Spell Ward out to help. But do we have another Crow Mage that can get here? I don't think so. Looking. Well, we actually, you can't fly all the way. What we may do is go ahead and cast, oh, he doesn't have teleport, Cloud Trapeze. Yeah, we can get there. Let's go ahead, because he just cast Twiceborn. Let's equip him with some air gems as well, and get some more assistance on Sonra. So include teleportations. We'll put him close to the front line as well, and cast Arrow Ward. And would like to also cast Mistform, cast spells. So having both these at the top will help. Let's do the same. We'll throw on some astral gems as well. Arrow Ward, Spell Ward, and we want to put on. We'll do Mistform as well. All right, so we'll see what the fights come. Sorry, there was a lot more scripting than usual, trying to just rethink, strategize, and replan. But that would be turn 46 as we're approaching the next battle. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.